It's time to welcome the Wine Ladies with Georgia and Suzanne. An entertaining hour topped up with great ideas about wine, where to dine, anything and everything to do with the vine. Great conversation, lots of laughter, guests from all walks of life, food and wine, music, art, sports, and much more, all on the Wine Ladies.
Hi everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies. I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne, and welcome everyone to the show. We are live here today on thatchannel.com, and I also would like to welcome our listeners on the Jewel Radio Network, the FM dial, 88.5 in Toronto, 98.5 in Ottawa, and 107.7 in Hawkesbury. Welcome everyone to the Wine Ladies.
And to all our friends and fans on Facebook, on Twitter, and thewineladies.com, thanks for following us. Now I want to remind everybody that the New Zealand Wine Fair is taking place now across the country. The Vancouver Playhouse Wine Festival is featuring New Zealand. April 27th, the fair is coming up in Ottawa. There are still tickets for that. So please go to the website www.nzwine-events.ca for details to go and taste some amazing wines from New Zealand.
Now, we always like to welcome our listeners and our viewers out there with a toast, as well as our in-studio guests. So let's raise our glasses, Georgia, and cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
There you go.
In keeping with the theme of the show, to our health, everybody.
Absolutely. Okay, so on with the show. So today we're really excited because we are planning our inaugural Heart of Gold party. And this is a fundraiser. It's just around the corner. May the 6th is the date. And this is in support of the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario. And this is a really unusual fundraiser because not only are you going to be helping the Heart and Stroke Foundation, but you are also going to make money for yourself. So today's focus is all about your heart, being heart healthy, and also healthy for your pocketbook.
Absolutely. Now, what does it take to keep that ticker healthy? Well, we've got lots of information and some fabulous tips to share with everybody here today. We would like to welcome the Director of Research for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario. Marco Di Buono is here with us. Welcome, Marco, to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon.
Wonderful to have you.
Okay, also joining us in studio, we've got Kerry Silber. He's the founder and president of Encore Food with Elegance, creating and delivering an experience beyond what's on the plate. And Kerry has brought in with him today some healthy and delicious, and I might add, guilt-free appetizers to enjoy. And I'm really happy about that because I'm on a diet now. So welcome to the show, Kerry.
Thank you for having me. Look forward to it.
We look forward to
amazing what you brought, by the way.
Actually, I also want to mention that we're going to be enjoying some wonderful Girls' Night Out wines today and also at the event, courtesy of Colio Estate Wines. They've donated all the wines generously for the event on May 6th. So thank you, Colio, for that. Now, turning your cash into gold. Yes. And anyways, I would like to welcome Keith Perrin. He is partner in Gold Smart Network. And Keith is going to show us how to turn your gold into cash. It's very, very interesting. There's some amazing little tricks that you have there. So welcome, Keith, to the show.
Well, thank you very much. And yes, this, as you say, this is the first Heart of Gold partnership party. This is a Cash for Gold event, which means that your followers can dig through their jewelry box and typically find things like an old wedding band, perhaps, or a single earring to which the
Just kidding.
an old bracelet with a broken clasp, whatever. All of these things have gold value. We will pay.
Hold that cash up. I want to see that cash.
We will pay your...
Look at that cash he's brought with him.
Pay your guests...
Love that.
Full fair market value for their gold. They take that money home with them. We will also pay a commission to the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario in support of this event. And this is our business. We have over 100 retail agents across Canada. We're in the Cash for Gold business. It's a competitive business today.
Yes.
And we need to buy as much gold as we can. So this is a chance to do that.
But now's a good time to sell because gold is at an all-time high, isn't it?
It's an excellent time to sell. And attended a breakfast event the other day that is showing that this type of thing, old scrap from people's jewelry boxes, actually exceeds new mine production as the source of gold in the world.
Really?
That's incredible. Well, this is a really important event for Susanne and I as well, on a personal note, because our mother passed away on October 19th of stroke and heart disease after a decade of suffering. She was paralyzed and finally passed away. So this we hold this event very close to our heart. Excuse the pun. But so we really invite everybody to come on out, check the blog and check out the blog for all the details to make sure you can come if you get a chance
Marco
to.
has something to
I was
add.
just going to say, we can't thank you enough. This kind of support is so important for the foundation, because we couldn't deliver the programs that we have in the community, the research that we invest in across the province, without the support of everyone across this province. We raise an average $35 per person. That's the average donation in this province from an individual. So
Is
these
that
kinds of
considered
events,
I'm not sure.
it's not a lot. It's not a
okay.
lot. So we have to knock on a lot of doors, get a lot of people coming out to our fundraising events, get a lot of people out to these kinds of fantastic events. By the way, I'm going to convince you by the end of the show to support me in the Ride for Heart with that
With some of those
pile of
dollar bills.
$100 bills. But yeah, we'll talk about that later at the commercial break. But thank you very much from everyone at the foundation. This means a lot to us, as I'm sure it means a lot to you.
And it's going to be a
welcome.
fun evening, too. We're going to have some fabulous food. Carrie is going to be bringing some incredible appetizers for that as well. And they'll all be heart healthy.
They're all heart healthy. They're low calorie. They're actually calorie free because you just pay for the food. But they are heart healthy. They're low fat. They're not fried. They're not battered. They're not breaded. And you can really be on a diet and have this type of food and really not feel guilty.
Well, if the food that we're going to be enjoying on May 6th looks anything like, Carrie, what you brought in here today, wow, I want to tell everybody you are in for a major treat on a lot of different levels. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you brought in, or maybe what you're going to be serving on the night of the 6th.
Well, what I brought in today, because we do have some of the same hors d'oeuvres, but I can't recall exactly, but this is it's a chicken tandoori done in a phyllo nest with leek hay on top. I don't know if you can see it. And here we've got some fresh tuna.
Wow, that looks amazing.
On Chinese spoons with a miso aioli.
Wow.
So elegant as well. Beautiful.
Well, food has
Very
to look good to
appetizing.
taste good. If it doesn't look good, it's never going to taste good. I can
Yes.
tell you that. We've got some cold Thai mango rolls, which we serve with a chili garlic dipping sauce.
That looks fabulous.
And these are done with vegetables, a little bit of noodles, and some mango. So a little
Wow.
different.
Everything is so beautifully plated, Carrie. It looks amazing.
Well, we take a lot of pride in what we do, and everything has to look good. It's garnished, and it's always put out like this. No matter if it's for 2 people or 1,000 people, it always looks like this. And here we have little brochettes of bocconcini tomatoes and bocconcini cheese and tomatoes, which we serve with a balsamic dipping sauce. So they're all heart healthy.
Amazing. And there's some foods there that really serve up a healthy punch, I would say. Like the tomatoes are very, very healthy. Tuna is very, very good for you.
Tuna's great. The tomatoes are good, but basically really what you're looking at is a very low carb type of hors d'oeuvre, high protein, which is really heart healthy, and low fat.
Awesome. Okay. Wow. Well, so let's get a few of the details out there for the show as well. Like we were saying, it's on May 6th. It is taking place at the Clarence Spa in Yorkville.
87 Yorkville Avenue, that's right, and it's from 5 to 10. And you have to RSVP to be a part of this event. It's RSVP at thewineladies.com. It's a limited amount of people that can come, so it's first come, first serve. And bring as much gold as you can. And Keith is going to give you lots of money at the end of the evening. And we're going to be donating a whole bunch of money to the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario as well. It's going to be a really, really fun night. And of course, Girls Night Out wines and Bernard Callebaut chocolates.
Which is a great antioxidant as well. Isn't that true? Chocolate, Marco?
Yeah, absolutely. In
Bittersweet
moderation,
chocolate?
their dark chocolate is a good way to get some of the antioxidants that can be protective against a whole bunch of chronic diseases, not the least of which is heart health. So.
Right. How are we
great.
doing in that department? Are we getting healthier or are we not?
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news because this is a great, I want us to enjoy this afternoon, but we might as well get this out right away. The face of heart disease is unfortunately changing in this country. We used to think that if you were a middle-aged white man, then you needed to worry. But quite frankly, where we are today, whether you're a woman, whether you're young, old, whether you're from an ethnocultural group that is growing in numbers in this country, everyone has to worry about heart disease. We're seeing a shift from older white males to younger, mostly females. Ending up with many of the risk factors that will put them at increased risk of developing overt heart disease and stroke later on in life.
Is that stress that is related to that?
Okay, you know what, guys? We've got to go to a short break. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We'll be right back. You're listening to the Wine Ladies on, we're watching the Wine Ladies on thatchannel.com. And for a complete podcast of the show, go to thatchannel.com/thewineladies. And of course, the Jewel Radio Network listeners, keep listening. We'll be right back in just a moment after these short messages.